What's good, guys?
What's up?
It is Wednesday, it is legs day, and I'm here with Chanel at Self-Made, her first time here.
It is.
I've been training here like for at least a month now, like just coming and getting sessions in, because it's just a great atmosphere and it's a great place that I can film workouts for you guys. So that's why I've been coming, and hopefully Shan likes it too, and then maybe she can come and shoot some stuff here as well. Okay, so today's legs day. I'm gonna do it a little different from what I usually do. So you guys already know my routine, you know that I do lots of sets, etc., 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 all the stuff that I've said about legs. But today, I just want to give you a workout that you can go and do all on the squat rack in one go, you know, so it's all squats. So if you hate squats, look away now, because you're about to squat like a hell of a lot. I won't do too many sets, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and do 3 squat variations. So we're gonna do regular squats, but with my little twist going deep. We're gonna do close squats to get our sweep, and then we're gonna do wide squats. So squats. It's gonna be fun.
I feel like a superhero when I put my squat shoes on, man. When I've got these on, I feel like I'm ready to go.
I mean, honestly speaking, I've squat without them, so I can still pretty much hit the same numbers, etc. But it's just not as comfortable, and I just don't feel as planted as I do with my squat shoes. So if you can, definitely invest in them if you can. They're quite expensive, so it's, you know, it's not going to be something that everyone can just go and grab. I think they retail at like $200 these, or just over, which is quite expensive. But if you can get them, they will improve your squat and they will make squats a lot more comfortable. So if you can, purchase a pair of squat shoes. I'm not going to do the regular amount of squats that I would do conventionally. Conventionally, I would do 6 to 8 sets of squats.
Sometimes 10.
If it's a very good day, it can be 10, but that's few and far between, you know. But yeah, so we're not going to do that today. Just for this demonstration purposes, I'm just going to be doing maybe 3 to 4 sets of each exercise, just so you can get an idea, you know. And one thing I want you to note is the form needs to stay the same regardless of what weight is on the bar. So whether I'm squatting 1 plate or 4, the depth needs to be the same for me. The form, the control, all needs to be the same, you know. So that's one little thing that I follow. The form has to remain the same throughout.
We've done a video before, it was called, I think, why titled mine, Learn to Love Squats or something.
Yes,
and we literally touched on that. Like, don't be afraid to strip the weight off. Start with just the bar, just until you get your form right and you're comfortable. No shame in it, guys. No
Do you know
shame.
what? Squats is there's a big ego thing with squats where you just want to squat as much weight as possible. I had it, you know, just throwing anything on the bar but then I would have a spot behind me, and I was never truly confident, because if I was truly confident, I wouldn't have anyone there behind me. You know, now that doesn't mean that you don't use a spot. Don't get what I'm saying confused. You can use a spot to push yourself past, you know, a certain limit, but that's once you know you've got control and you've conquered, you know, your own form. by that I mean, if you're still struggling with basic form on your squats, you shouldn't be having someone behind you and putting 4 plates and saying, yeah, let's go, and having them grab you from behind.
Oh, I don't mind.
grab you from behind on your first rep. You know?
So would you say, as a rule of thumb, you should be able to perform? I remember when I first started kind of getting into weightlifting, you said to me, you should be able to perform a few reps, like 2 to 3 reps, before I even increase the weight.
Oh, yeah,
like,
for sure.
Clean. So would
For
you
sure
say that's a spot as well?
I just say you have to own it.
So
you have to own
before
it.
you get someone to squat you on squats, you would say you should actually be able to do that weight yourself for a couple
Not
of reps
necessarily,
first?
because see, that's the thing. That's the bit where it's going to get confused. Because I'm not saying that you shouldn't use a spotter to push yourself to go heavier. Because if you don't, then you might be scared to try a weight, and you want someone there to help.
Yeah.
But my point is, say for example, you're claiming, oh yeah, I squat 5 plates. But every time you've done it, there's a guy behind you, friggin' squeezing onto you like you wouldn't believe. Like that's not you. That's you and the person behind. So what I'm saying is, to really own the weight, you need to be confident, get under the bar, get the depth and form that you know is correct, not just what you can get away with, and just make sure you own it. And forget who's watching. Yeah. Forget who's watching. Don't try and show off. Just forget who's watching and learn to enjoy squats. I love squats now, man. Anything that's on the bar, I enjoy my squats. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of it. You know. I won't be wearing this top on my next set, so just before I take it off, if you want to get this top, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to give you a discount code. Stay tuned. Guys, before I get wrapped up, just want to go over what I was talking about in terms of having the confidence and the strength to handle the weight in the same manner, regardless of whatever you put on the bar. So basically, working your way up, keeping your form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3 plate, 4 plate, 4.5, maybe even a 5 today. Who knows? I normally get it, but I'm doing quite a bit today. So, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to keep the form. So I'm just going to show you that my depth won't change. I'm still going to go ATG. I'm still going to try and keep my form just the same and the control just the same. So that's what I want to show you. Okay, guys. So going over what I said about having the confidence and the control to handle each weight in the same manner and with the same form, I'm going to give you a demonstration. I'm going to go from 3 plates to either 4.5 or 5, depending on how I feel, keeping my form, just showing you how each rep stays the same, how I don't deviate with my form or depth, regardless of what I put on the bar, because that's where it gets tricky. It's easy to do a great form with 1 plate, maybe even 2. Then when it starts to get heavy, we just push through regardless, like, well, the rep's not great, but I still got 3 plates. But that's not what it shouldn't be about. It should be about quality reps, So I'm going to show you how I try and maintain quality reps regardless of what's on the bar. you saw, we did the 3 plate, the 4 and the 5, and the form was the same. The depth was the same. The confidence was the same. There was no one behind me. I can handle that weight, and I worked my way up to that with the confidence in my form. So that's what I'm trying to get through to you guys. It's I used to claim bigger numbers. I used to do 6 plates. 6 plates with a little bit extra. I can't even remember what it was on there, but I always had a spot behind me, and I was never truly confident. Work on your form and get the confidence to squat in a better way, you know, and it will help you. It will help your legs grow. Mine have grown considerably since I fixed my form, you know. So try that out. Okay, guys. So you've seen the conventional squat, and I've given you some pointers on just basically maintaining your form. Now I'm going to show you what I do normally after doing all those squats. I then do some more squats, but I do it close to go for the sweep of the quads. So now I'm going to do super close, super close. Now this is a difficult exercise for some. I would recommend forgetting putting any weight on and just testing your mobility to see if you can actually do it. Maybe holding on like this, put your feet together, and see how you go actually get into that kind of depth before you actually put some weight on. Fantastic exercise I'm going to show you. Flat on the floor because they do have a tendency to try and come up when you're doing that. Try and keep your knees together, and yeah, try and go as deep but as controlled as possible.
With narrow stance squats, the trick is you want to keep your feet narrower than shoulder width apart. So you'll see Sims, he has his feet all the way together. If for you don't have enough balance, then just make sure they're within your shoulders. We have squat shoes on, so these help us amazingly with our balance. If you don't, you can use a plate and actually place it underneath your heel like this. So your heel's less likely to rise up.
What weight do you know, like what percentage of weight if you like squat normal form 135?
Okay.
What would you start
What would I
at?
put on? To be honest, just like with my conventional squats, I even start with a bar. I start with a bar just to make sure I'm ready for it. Even though I've done the conventional squats and already gone up to 5 plates, it's a different movement. You know, it's a different movement. So yeah, I get back just the bar. I do a few just to make sure that, like, I always want to make sure that the form's right before I go through with it. And I just make sure my form's right, and then I start loading them up, and I start light again. So it would be, for me, it would be 1 plate and then 2 plates. Sometimes I even go up in halves because it's a completely different exercise to doing conventional. I'm just looking for control. I don't really care about weight. I'm looking for control. Obviously, I'm going up each set, but I'm looking for control with it. That's why you saw the tempo is even slower. Tempo's slow. I'm just making sure I feel it, come up, making sure I feel it, just like that, you know. So,
are there any exercises that could get you, like, say this is really uncomfortable for you, like, what if you did a narrow leg press, or like is there anything that can practice?
A narrow leg press, while great for your outer sweep, wouldn't necessarily lend itself to helping you perform this exercise. You have to have the bar on your back, and yeah, that's pretty easy.
Smith machine maybe, or no?
Smith machine. See, I always find the Smith machine a bit difficult because it doesn't allow you as much flexibility to move out of that plane of movement. So I wouldn't necessarily advise using a Smith machine. I would advise using no weight and practicing. No weight and practicing. Free, you know, free.
Do you like to be pre-exhausted when you do these? Like, do you like to? Have you ever just started?
It's not that I like to be pre-exhausted before doing this. It's more that my main concern on leg day is conventional squats. Right. That's always first. That's what I want. That comes first. That's the only reason. So it's not like I'm trying to pre-exhaust my legs before I do close. It's my main concern is conventional squats.
Your heels really want to creep up,
Oh, they
huh?
wanna creep up, yeah.
They really, it's like I'm fighting them.
Look, do you know what? It's good you mentioned that. You may not have noticed it, but with either of our sets, but throughout the rep, you're controlling things like that, making sure your heels don't come up, making sure you don't go too far forward, you know. So there's all these things that you need to. That's why the tempo's slower. You know, it's much slower because as I'm coming down, I'm thinking about it, you know, control. Whereas with a normal squat, you know, you can pretty much let yourself drop, drive up, you know.
Well, as I was saying, with normal squats, this is like your support system, like this. And then as soon as you're like this, you're more vulnerable. It's like, you know.
Okay, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do some wide stance squats. So if you wanna hit your inner thighs, this is for you guys. Okay guys, we're done. So guys, if you want to replicate what we just done, what you could do, I would say, is to do conventional squats. This is going to be easy. For conventional squats, 3 sets. Close squats, 3 sets. Wide, 3 sets. That's a nice little workout there of 9 sets of squats in different variations to hit different parts of your quads. So yeah, give that a go. That's a routine that you can try. You guys are always like, what reps, what sets, what reps, what sets? There you go. That's a routine that you can try. You know. But don't forget, obviously, to do your calves afterwards. Unless you have a calves day. I have several calves days. That you guys are asking me, how do you improve your calves? I do calves at least 4 times a week. I'm gonna do a video all on calves. As boring as it is, I'll do it. But yeah, so there you go, man. And before I go, I want you to let us know what you want us to do. Let us know, like, write in the comments what you want to see us train, because we can do it all day long, you know. So yeah, let us know. Okay guys, I told you I was going to give you a discount code for this t-shirt. The discount code is ATG. Now remember, this is for justlift.com. I recently gave you the same code on SimeonPanda.com. This one is for justlift.com. So go check it out. ATG is the discount code. You'll see how much it's worth when you enter it.